Messick's, a helping hand with your land.
Hi, I'm Bryan Messick with Messick Farm Equipment. I'm here with Garen Ingalls with New Holland, who is the livestock dairy specialist. And we're here to talk about the New Holland 313 Plus Discbine. Garen, I'd like to start. Can you tell us a little bit of the differences in the cutter bar here on this new 313 Plus?
Yeah, Brian. So there's three things we did here. Number one, we have a shear hub normally, right?
Okay, yep.
We took 4 millimeters off the top of that shear hub.
Okay.
And that's where the disc mounts on top of the shear hub. We didn't take away the height of the splines that shears the action.
Okay.
We also made this knife 10 millimeters longer.
Okay.
And we opened this rock guard up right here to get more knife overlap. So let's talk about why we did this right
Yeah, I was going to say, what did that do for us?
So by taking the shear hub and lowering it down on the disc 4 millimeters,
Okay.
we were able to get the knife closer to the cutter bar. By lengthening the knife by 10 millimeters, we were able to get a cut height down to 1/2 of an inch versus a 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
So this Discbine here, when we lengthen that knife, we have right here what I call converging, where the crop would normally flow through.
Yep.
And at diverging is where the knife would sweep out and then crop would come around and go in there normally, right?
Gotcha.
So at the diverging area here, we increased the knife overlap by 60% right here.
So no skippers in there.
And 40% right here.
Okay.
So when we talk to customers and they say, well, they have maybe a little bit of a cut quality issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's normally at your diverging discs, right? Because it's sweeping away.
Yep.
So by lengthening that knife and opening that rock guard up, like you say, we've got more contact here.
Over the rock guard area in that area.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
So the 4 millimeter shear hub lowering, we talked about cut height, right?
Yep.
So this thing can cut down to 1/2 of an inch minimum cut height, the lowest setting. Would you normally do that in this area?
We're not going to normally scrape the ground that close. No.
Correct. Well, like places down in Texas, Arkansas, they do stuff like that. But by lengthening a knife, lowering a shear hub, you do get that lower cut. But what are you going to be able to do when you're going to be able to do what? Rock that cutter bar?
We'll be able to rock that cutter bar back then. Yes.
Right. And then what's that going to do to the nice cut of that field?
Give us a more even cut across there.
So that scalloping effect that people talk about, where you can just look down through the field, you saw where every disc went down through.
Yep.
We're minimizing that by being able to tilt that cutter bar back, so that nice even cut.
Gotcha. We're around here to the back of the machine, and obviously we see this is the flail type conditioning. New Holland still does offer the steel rolls and the rubber roll conditioning. But the thing that caught my eye were these black combine deflectors back here. Garen, what in the world's going on?
So what these are, Brian, is to help evenly distribute the crop in a windrow swath.
Okay. Are these standard equipment?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And you can adjust them with a wing nut up here, loosen them up, and then you can move them however you want in the conditions you want.
Okay.
So what do you normally see in heavy crop? A swath fills really nice and evenly, right?
Yes.
And with our counter rotating disc, we get that nice wide spread in the swath. But what happens in light crop? When you go through, you start out really slow and it just starts dissipating and it looks good.
Yep.
But when you hit your 8 to 10 mile an hour, which you would normally mow at, what do you see?
It starts to not get a uniform distribution out the back here.
4 little tiny windrows
coming out the back.
It dries on the top, but it doesn't dry underneath.
Yes.
By putting these on, we can distribute that crop better throughout the swath.
Okay.
And we can lay that swath down right between those tires because we have one of the widest
conditioning widths, so that will give a much more consistent drying and faster drying.
Yeah, it's all about the wide dry system we use here.
Okay. So as we made our way back here to the front of the machine is still available in a drawbar swivel, a 2-point swivel. You also notice how clean the tongue looks now. All the hoses are routed inside the tongue for damage-free shipment of the product. Garen, are there other Discbines available like this in the New Holland lineup now?
So in the 300 Plus series Discbine family, we have a 310, 312, 313, 360, all Plus series Discbines.
Same features on the cutter bar and that type on all those models?
Correct. So they all have the Momax 2 cutter bar with that 3-year warranty.
Okay. And the 10 foot's a 10-foot cut, and 12-foot cut, and 13 the.
Essentially.
Okay.
With a little bit of rounding there, Brian, but yes, the 310 is a 10-foot mower.
Okay.
312 is a 12-foot mower, and the 313 is 13.
Excellent.
And 16. As well as, pretty simple, the 10-foot mower will have 6 discs.
Okay.
And the 12-foot will have 7 discs.
Okay.
The 13 will have 8 discs, and the 16 would have the 10 discs.
10 disc. Okay. Well, I want to thank Garen from New Holland to come here and help us do a walk around on the New Holland 313 Plus machine we have here. Again, my name is Bryan Messick. I want to thank you. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 1-800-222-3373 and ask for anyone in sales, or visit us at messicks.com.